Kings Country, kingscountry.net. It's a big day at the Radio Ranch. We're celebrating our 14th anniversary of streaming worldwide, Kings Country. Yeah, on this date, July 4th, 2011, we launched Kings Country. And with just a few interruptions along the way, we've been pretty much steady, 24/7 and 365. It's also the weekend. That means I've got a brand new episode of the Jim King of the TV show. It's all about the Bellamy brothers on this one. Got some audio samples coming up and some more celebrations of our 14th anniversary. Thanks for streaming Kings Country. Kings Country at kingscountry.net. We're celebrating 14 years today, and we launched this bad boy way back in 2011, Independence Day. Come on in. That was Dierks Bentley. I'm Jim King of the radio and been doing this a long time in our neck of the woods. Over 25 years in Southeast Texas on TV and radio. And I've run into Dierks Bentley a few times. That's why I'm having another one of those fabulous flashbacks. Hold on tight.
King of the road.
Fabulous flashback backstage at Ford Park with Dierks Bentley at the 2006 Dude Bra Brew Music Festival.
The modern day drifter has come back to Beaumont. Dierks, thanks for picking Beaumont for the Dude Bra Brew Music Festival. Are you going to do another one of these, hopefully back here?
Yeah, this is our first time really trying to do something like this, just combining some people we love that may not have huge careers nationally, but obviously in this part of the country they're as big as any Nashville or her big Texas star. So just trying to do this the first time, see how it goes, and chose Beaumont to get it started, and hopefully be back here again next year, see how it goes tonight.
Why Beaumont? Do you like Beaumont because they're Texas country artists? Is that why?
Yeah, just obviously because of the Texas connection, and I've played here before at Wild Bill's and just had a really great crowd that was really wild and crazy, and so we thought it'd be a good crowd to try this show out in front of.
Thanks, Dierks.
Yeah, man. Well, hope you guys enjoy it. You guys can go out there and watch some of it?
Oh, yeah. We've been out there, and I hope you come back next year for this and make it an annual event.
Yeah, I hope this is something, like I said, starting out today for the first time, and depending on how the crowd response is and how it goes over, we'll probably be back again.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks, dude.
All right, folks. Y'all ready for the main event? You know his latest album, Modern Day Drifter. The single, Settle for a Slowdown. Give it up for Dierks Bentley.
Happy birthday to us, Kings Country at kingscountry.net. Yes, we're celebrating 14 years today. We launched this bad boy on 2011, Independence Day 2011, so do the math. 14 years because it's 2025, for those of you keeping track. Speaking of the festivities, me and Suzanne Simmons are going to climb aboard the Black Bullet and cruise over to Crystal Beach and have lunch, a late lunch, at the Stingery Restaurant in Crystal Beach, and maybe cruise back this way and catch some fireworks. Because it is July 4th. And as you get ready to cook those hot dogs for 4th of July, here's comedian Tom Papa on the subject.
We're the only country that has a nationwide hot dog eating contest. A hot dog is the worst thing you can put in the human body. They've done studies that every hot dog you eat takes 30 minutes off of your life. That should be a national emergency. Does it stop us? Hell no. Instead, we have a contest and put it on ESPN on the 4th of July to shine a light on the best and brightest of us all. We feed them to our children at the barbecue. We yell, you get off that trampoline, put out your cigarette, and eat this hot dog. But who cares, right? 30 minutes off your life. It's not like it comes off tonight. You know what I mean? It's not like you eat the hot dog today and you lose it this evening. No, it's at the end, when it's weird. It's scary. So you're telling me with every hot dog I eat, I have 30 minutes less of staring at a wall in a nursing home? Waiting for a stranger to change me? Sounds to me like hot dogs are a superfood.
Kings Country, kingscountry.net. Welcome to the trifecta. Yeah, July 4th. It's also the 14th anniversary of the streaming platform known as Kings Country at kingscountry.net. and it's a TGIF. How could it get any better? I'm serving up some good stuff. Jim King of the radio behind the wheel. Stick around for the noon hour for your dining and dancing pleasure. We've got some Big and Rich. Her Highness Patty Loveless coming up before you know it. How about some Amy Lou Harris? It's all right here on King's Country.
My baby makes me proud. Lord, don't she make me proud.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. July is a big month for King of the Road Productions. Today we're celebrating the 14th anniversary of the launching of King's Country at kingscountry.net. We did that way back in 2011. It's been a great first 14 years. The TV show celebrates an anniversary as well. This coming Wednesday, the 16th, we celebrate the launching of the Jim King of the TV show way back in 2006. Next year will be our 20th anniversary, and before that, we'll hit episode number 1,000. This weekend is just $9.85, and here's a little audio sample from it. We're going to kick it off with that dynamic duo known as the Bellamy Brothers. Here's some audio from that.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
What you need is sugar daddy, diamond rings and a brand new caddy, little thing to help a girl make it through. And what you need are side and pillow, ribbons flowing down like willow. What you need is me to love you. You're the kind of woman who likes to be on her own, except for those times you need a man all night long. You like the finer thing all my money can buy. I like the way your body sings. The fire in your eyes. What you need is sugar daddy, diamond rings and a brand new caddy, little thing to help a girl make it through. And what you need are side and pillow, ribbons flowing down like willow. What you need is me to love you.
I mean, way before Brooks and Dunn, you guys were the duo, the country.
Yeah. We've been. We will celebrate our 50th anniversary next year. Technically, we cut Let Your Love Flow in the fall of '75.
Yeah.
And it became a big hit, like in the spring of '76. So we're going to do some new projects next year for our 50th anniversary and some things. But yeah, it's going to be 50 anniversary.
And you're still doing about a couple hundred shows a year?
Well, we're doing about 100.
We slowed down.
Slow down a little bit. You're not home much, are you?
No, we're not.
Not too much.
About 140 last year.
Yeah. And you're still going overseas a lot because you guys are huge in Europe and the UK and Switzerland, I think. And
Yeah,
places like
we have played in 72 countries.
Wow. What a 50 years, you know. Most of us have never been outside of West Texas or Southeast Texas.
Well, we know what that's like, too. We were, our mid to late 20s when all this started.
Yeah.
So that's when we started traveling. But before then, we had never traveled a whole lot.
No.
But since then, it's been quite crazy.
And your home base has pretty much always been there in Darby, in Florida. But you did go to Los Angeles for a while, huh?
We did. In the mid to late 70s, we lived in L.A.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about that period is we lived in L.A. but spent most of our time in Europe during that time. So we kind of jetted back and forth a lot. But we lived in the middle of Hollywood for a while, and then we took off and went back to the ranch in Florida.
El Lord que send us today. The amor and nunca olvidaré. Like the
King of the Road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
You guys definitely aren't old news. You've been around for 35 years now.
We're old and still news.
Yeah, you're still still newsworthy. Because here we are on the bus with the Bellamy Brothers. Congratulations on all the success and the success of your first single, 1976, "Let the Love Flow." One of the best songs, one of the top songs of the century, according to BMI.
Yeah.
Number 68, I think.
Yeah, that was a nice thing to happen. We didn't know about it until last summer. Somebody told us about that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. Don't miss the Bellamy Brothers kicking off this episode of the Bellamy's and Breakouts edition. Several more opportunities on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. In fact, at 12:30 sharp, you can catch it on the CW here in Southeast Texas. And thanks for streaming King's Country on our birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. One of the artists that you'll hear every once in a while here is Billy Ray Cyrus and even Miley Cyrus. I think they have a duet that we play once in a while. I bring that up because in 1999, Billy Ray Cyrus sang the Scooby-Doo theme song for the animated movie Scooby-Doo with the Witch's Ghost. Somehow people are just finding out about it now, including myself. Check out this clip from the song.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. And you don't think of me.
King's Country at kingscountry.net. That's Keith Eben. I'm Jim King of the Radio. We've rounded third, heading for home. Final hour of the Jim King of the Radio show for a TGIF edition. Now, this is much more than just a TGIF. Of course, it's Independence Day, July 4th, and the 14th anniversary of the launching of King's Country Internet Radio way back on July 4th, 2011. Another big anniversary coming up this month. On the 16th, that's a Wednesday, we'll be celebrating the 19th anniversary of the launching of our TV extravaganza, the Jim King of the TV show. Episode number 985 set to air this weekend. Stay with us for more details about that. I might even do another audio sample. But now, for your dining and dancing pleasure, here comes JMM, John Michael Montgomery, on King's Country. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday, dear King's Country. Happy birthday to us. Yes, it's our birthday. We launched this bad boy 14 years ago today in 2011. Took us about a year, I think, to get it all built. Me and Mickey Ashworth, our former program director at Kicker 95.1 for the decade that I was there. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying it. I'm still loving it. And it is July 4th. That's why me and Suzanne Simmons are going to cruise toward the beach and get some lunch a little bit later today. We'll keep between the ditches, and on our way back, we may stop downtown Beaumont to check out the fireworks at 9. Speaking of which, SNL alum Jim Brower talking about why he won't miss fireworks shows.
It's enough we got to gear up for 4th of July, which is another wasted American holiday. They ruined it. They ruined it. No longer in this country are we the people. Ever. And fireworks is the perfect example of that. What runs this country? Corporations. What runs 4th of July? Corporations! I don't want to be on the bridge and have to show up at 2 in the afternoon because by 7 in the afternoon it's 400,000 people.
Fireworks in 11 more hours.
We drove from Wisconsin to see these. And then anyone that ever does that has been to those celebrations once. Because you realize it's the dumbest event ever. Once you get caught going, wow, that one looked like it almost landed on us, right? This must be the grand finale.
Country, kingscountry.net. I've got to pat myself on the back for just a moment because we are celebrating a major milestone, magnificent milestone even for the Jim King of the radio show and this station, King's Country. Yeah, we launched it way back in 2011, so today is our 14th anniversary of King's Country. In just a few more days, on the 16th, we'll be celebrating the 19th anniversary of our television program, the Jim King of the TV show, now airing on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and always on YouTube 24/7. And soon we'll be celebrating the 1,000th episode of our TV show. Man, there are just too many milestones to keep track of right now. Patting myself on the back for that. And our recent explosion on social media. It's all green lights and blue skies. Plus, we just re-signed for another 13 weeks each, our two biggest sponsors, Texas Construction Resources and Jackson Hill Park and Marina. We do appreciate them. We couldn't do it without them. And thank you for streaming King's Country. And speaking of the TV show, we're just on episode number 985 this week, but rolling towards 1,000 episodes. Here's another audio sample from this weekend show from the Bellamy Brothers.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road show.
Oh, hail to the king.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road.
Oh, yeah. Thank you all. Good evening, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. My name's David.
I'm Howard with the Bellamy Brothers.
It's nice to be in Winnie, Texas. He turned 45 last Sunday. In his hair he found some gray. But he still ain't changed his lifestyle. He likes it better the old way. So he grows a little garden in the backyard by the fence. He's consuming what he's growing nowadays in self-defense. He gets out there in the twilight zone sometimes when it just don't make no sense. Well, he gets off on country music, cause disco left him cold. He's got young friends in a new way, but he's just too friggin' old. And he dreams at night of Woodstock and the day John Lennon died. How the music made him happy and the silence made him cry. Yeah, he thinks of John sometimes, and he has to wonder why. Yeah, he's an old hippie and he don't know what to do. Should he hang on to the old? Should he grab on to the new? He's an old hippie, this new life will just say bust. He ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust.
David, great to see you.
You too, man.
Howard Bellamy.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. It's great to see you guys back in our neck of the woods. I think last time was down on Crockett Street at the Dixie Dance Hall a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we really appreciate you coming back on our show. Definitely, you know, I put a lot of stuff on YouTube, if you don't mind, and your videos get thousands of hits compared to some of our other stuff. So
Good to hear.
yeah, you go viral every time. So we're going to work on another
I
one
think
of
that's a
those.
good thing, isn't it?
I guess
We're not contagious.
better than having a virus, a computer virus or whatever. But you guys are staying really busy and still doing 100 or 200 shows a year.
Yeah, 150, 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got back from overseas about a week ago, and then went straight to, we were up in Norway in Scandinavia, and went straight to Dakotas to do a Norwegian festival. That was the strangest thing.
You've spent a lot of time overseas, haven't you?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
We have spent a lot of time.
Yeah. Do you like Europe? Do you like traveling the
Well,
world?
they like us.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, it's we've been going there since the beginning of our career, so
It's kind of a second home. It seems normal now. We've been going there so long, you know.
Well, Texas is like a second home to you, too, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Texas is probably our first second home.
Yeah,
Europe's our second home.
If it wasn't for Texas and Europe, we wouldn't have had a career, put it that way.
So you guys are brothers, and you spend a lot of time together, obviously, and you get along just great, don't you? You're best friends, too, aren't you?
Sure.
At least you say that here, right?
Yeah. Howard minds me pretty good, so I don't beat him up.
See, I was really good to him when he was a kid. See, I didn't beat him up too many times. So
he's not too scarred from all that.
No.
Emotionally.
He's an old hippie, this new life of just a bust. He ain't trying to change nobody. He just trying real hard to adjust. Yeah, he ain't trying to change nobody. He just trying real